Hi guys, so this is the second issue of the Galactus trilogy. Um, so it's called If This Be Doomsday. This is one of the most famous comic covers ever made. The thing though, Galactus is green in this cover. I think it might be due to the lack of inking or something, or lack of colors. But yeah, it's like amazing. I don't know if you guys can see it very well though, because yeah, the picture is really bad on it, but on the video. But anyway, the fabulous FF face the most powerful foe of all. If this be Doomsday, Galactus has landed on Earth. Any additional words of ours would simply pale. Besides the awesome portent of that one staggering phrase, Galactus has landed on Earth, and humanity itself totters on the brink of doomsday. Galactus has seen the Watcher. They're facing each other. Stay back. Anything can happen. He's a giant. He seems to be power personified. Read what will happen to us. The Watcher is speaking to him. They act like they know each other. If we're going to have to tackle him, this is going to be a good time to get into some other kind of business. If you ask me, that bozo looks like he could pulverize the Watcher with his eyes shut. This is written in the masterful manner of Stan Lee, illustrated in the magnificent mode of Jack Kirby, inked in the majestic mood of Joe Sinnott, and lettered in the nick of time by S. Rosen. Yeah, I've noticed in a lot of Stan Lee's the comics he wrote, he has a lot of like alliteration. He loves alliteration. Like Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, he loves in his alliteration in the 60s comics. So then Galactus speaks. So, 'twas you who conspired to hide this paltry world from the eyes of Galactus. Know not that none may thwart my will. Heed my words, pillager of the planets. This tiny speck of matter upon which we stand contains intelligent life. You must not destroy it. Of what import our brief, nameless lives to Galactus? Big as he is, no swell-headed clown is going to talk about us that way. Can it really be? Does he actually mean to attack the entire human race? See how he ignores us, as though we were no consequence? Yeah, so again, I'm sorry about the quality of the image, but if you guys really want to look for it, like the full thing, that there's plenty of Jack Kirby drawings out there of it. It is not my intention to injure any living being, but I must replenish my energy. If petty creatures are wiped out when I drain a planet, it is regrettable, but unavoidable. You oversized creep, what do you think you will be doing when you're trying to mess around here? We'll whittle you down to size, that's what. Watcher, since you seem to be familiar with those puny creatures, I suggest you advise them to hold their tongues before I erase them with one stroke. Take warning, Galactus. They are less puny than you think, and the Watcher stands beside them at this fateful hour. Then you would violate your pledge never to interfere in cosmic affairs. So be it. Despite your power, which I know full well, it must not be forgotten. I am the supreme unto myself. I am Galactus. This planet contains the energy in which I need to sustain me. I shall absorb it at will, as I have done for ages on countless galaxies throughout the cosmos. But the others were dead worlds. No harm was done. There are billions of living beings on Earth. That can be no concern
to Galactus.
That's what you think, Big Mouth. We'll make it your concern. It's clobbering time. Woom.
Woom.
He didn't even feel it. My extra special Sunday punch, and it was like nothingville. Now what? He's dropped some kind of nutty capsule in front of me. Ben, look out, run, run. Yeesh, my eyes, my nose. What is it? What in blazes is happening? Can't you tell? He's treating us like some sort of bothersome gnats. It's a type of cosmic insect repellent. Ben caught it head on. I gotta help him. Cover your face quick. Hold your breath. I'll try to roll you away fast. Ugh. It's worse than being kicked by a mule. Hurry, mister. This way, Reed. Follow the sound of my voice straight ahead, darling. You don't realize how lucky you are, Ben. Galactus might just have as easily annihilated you at that moment. What does this mean? Ain't there any way we could fight him? There's gotta be a way, and I'm gonna find it. Flame on! Torch, no. Don't try it. You don't realize the power you're challenging. Maybe not, Watcher, but I know one thing. Nobody ever won a battle by hiding his head in the sand. So you think we're just a pack of insects, huh? Maybe this'll change your mind. Holy Hannah, he's just standing there, absorbing the flames like they're nothing. Now his whole body's flaring up, like the heart of a blazing sun.
You puny human gnats can be more than annoying than I supposed.
He's back to normal again, shooting some sort of rays at me. He's actually made the electrons in my flame contract just by looking at me. I'm getting covered with soot and ashes. They're smothering my fire. The smoke is too thick. It's engulfing me, choking me. Can't fly anymore. I've got to land. He took the worst I could toss at him without blinking an eye. And then he stopped me dead in my tracks without half trying. What chance on earth have I got against someone like him? How do we fight him? How can we stop him? Look at him now. He has turned his back on to me. I'm beneath his notice. The same way I'd ignore a flea after I brushed it away. There's nothing more you can do here. Return to the others. You shall hear from me anon. Anon? Okay.
The Silver Surfer, where is he? Where is my herald?
I forgot. The last we saw of Surfer, Ben had knocked him off the roof. Seconds later. Johnny, look at you. What happened there, on the roof? I just realized how a mosquito must feel when someone swats it. Galactus made a monkey out of me. We gotta do something. We can't just leave it all to the Watcher. Even he's no match for that two-legged nightmare up there. Reed wants us to wait, Johnny. He says we must bide our time until we can decide what must be done. In the meantime, why don't you get cleaned up? What's with you guys? Galactus is planning to tear our planet apart, and you're making like a TV chafing commercial. Relax, Johnny. We've been trying to cook up a plan. No harm in tidying up while you're thinking, is there, lad? You could use a shower yourself. Nuts. You're just giving up? That's all. Admitted. If anyone else said that to me, I'd flatten them, kid. We all went off half-cocked, Johnny. And look where it got us. Now stop thinking with your mouth and settle down, boy. I can try to do a Thing impression. I haven't been doing it, but I can try to do one. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Anyway, we got some licks in. I belted that Silver Surfer clear across town.
And even as Ben speaks, the strange cosmic creature slowly begins to regain consciousness. For although the sudden impact had shocked him into insensibility, a being that straddles the starways, who surfs through the storms of space, can hardly be injured by a single blow, no matter how powerful it may have been. Clack. Something has fallen through the skylight behind me. What can it be? So that's Alicia Masters. That's Thing's girlfriend. She's a blind sculptor. Truly, the workings of fate are strangely unfathomable, for the studio in which the gleaming stranger had fallen belongs to Alicia Masters, the blind sculptress, the beloved of Ben Grimm. A voice softly moaning. Whoever it is must need help. The face of a man, yet different, far different from any I've ever felt before. Man, I am more than man. I am the Silver Surfer. I am the herald of Galactus. Silver Surfer, Galactus? I'm afraid I don't understand. What does it matter? Understanding cannot alter the ways of destiny. I've never heard anyone speak so strangely, and yet there is a certain nobility in your voice. Nobility. The word has no meaning to me. You do not see. Are all earthlings thus afflicted? Why, no, of course not. Then you really are not of this planet. It's incredible. Incredible? Nay, it is supremely credible. Earth is but a twinkling dot, a paltry pebble in the vastness of space. Your face, never have I sensed such unimaginable loneliness in a living being. Perhaps you are hungry. Let me give you something to eat while I try to understand what you've been saying. Hungry, eat. Can it be that you actually consume these foreign morsels? Galactus is right. The mysteries of the universe are truly without limit. But what of Galactus himself? Atop the towering Baxter building, he assembles the many varied objects which drift down from his orbiting spacecraft.
Soon my preparations will be completed, and then this planet will furnish me with all the energy I need, until I have stripped it of everything. Then all that will remain shall be for me to search the cosmos once more, until I have found another such planet as I have done for all these ages.
That guy makes Dr. Doom seem like a piker. What in blazes is he doing up? Yeah, I'm bad at doing this. I'm sorry. I'm bad at doing him. Preparing to convert the life essence found on Earth into some elemental form of energy for his own survival. We can't let him go any further. But Reed, how can we stop him? The streets are roped off down below. Even the cops don't know what to make of it. It's up to us, kiddies. You're right. Stay here, Sue. Ben and I will tackle him first. It's now or never. No, you can't leave me behind. It's an order, lady. In case we don't make it, it'll be up to you and Johnny. Something that kind of, like, in this storyline, something that always made me want, like, where are the Avengers to? I don't know, like if the Avengers, like, saw, like, the sky, or the Avengers of the X-Men. Well, that's the problem with any shared universe, I guess. But, I mean, Galactus is like a planetary level threat, or beyond planetary. So, I don't know. I think there was a what-if story where the Avengers fought Galactus instead of the Fantastic Four. I never read it, though. From what I've seen of it, looks pretty good. I might read that one day on the channel. But however, before the determined, dedicated trio can reach their objective, they are blocked by the awesome, imposing figure of the Watcher. Wait, you must reconsider. Your strength is not yet the equal of your courage. Before you press blindly forward, you must hear the words I speak. But there's no more time for speaking. Galactus must be stopped, and it must be now. You're in the pretty big department, or pretty big in the talking department, but no cornball speech is gonna stop that nut on the roof. Yeah, that's, oh my god. No, Ben, wait. We must hear him out.
You'll hear him out, sister. That foghorn Fink has been treating us like a bunch of insects since he landed. And I had it right up to my baby blue peepers.
Another few seconds won't matter, Ben. What is it, Watcher? What more can there be for us to discuss? With an effortless wave of his hand, the somber, towering figure causes a screen of light to appear on the wall, and then, before you can battle a foe, you must know all about him. Think of Galactus as a gold miner, prospecting in space, but instead of ore, he digs for energy. The device he is constructing on the roof above is an elemental converter, and its range extends to this entire planet. It has one purpose and one alone. It is created to convert the oceans of the Earth into pure energy, energy which Galactus can hoard for himself. Keep your eyes upon the trans screen, which I have materialized in front of you. It will reveal visual images of all that I say. Within a matter of minutes, Galactus's elemental converter will have dehydrated every sea, dried out every body of water known to man. Then, as he continues his relentless search for energy, his ray will strike the cities themselves. Mankind will have to undertake the greatest mass evacuation in history. But eventually the human race will have no place left to run. The planet encircling ray will reduce the entire globe to a lifeless, empty husk. And when Earth's fiery core itself is drained, Galactus will depart, leaving behind nothing more than a few fading fragments of what was once an inhabited world. It's unthinkable. It can't happen. It mustn't happen. There must be a way to stop him. It's like some mad, unconceivable nightmare, but one from which we can never awake.
What are we waiting for? We sure as heck ain't gonna take this lying down.
Naturally, you should wish to fight back. As well you should. But you must do so with wisdom. The Watcher has a plan. A plan? Plans are a dime a dozen. What we need is power. The power to stop Galactus. Bear with me. I know of a machine, the like of which cannot be found on Earth. A machine which may save the human race. Where is it? We must have it. Alas, it is in a place that only the Human Torch can reach. Since I am forbidden to actively participate in any crucial conflict, it is he that must obtain it. And at that moment, in the apartment of Alicia Masters, the process you term as eating is far too wasteful. How much simpler is it to convert all those energy items into pure energy, for energy alone is power. In this manner, not a single gram should be wasted. That sudden heat, I feel. What can he be doing? And the objects in this room, pictures, bits of sculpture, decorations, they are all so wasteful. Before the great Galactus is done, everything shall be reduced to sheer energy. You mean it. In some mad, unbelievable, nightmarish way, you mean it. You intend to destroy the Earth. Destroy is merely a word. We simply change things. We change elements into energy. The energy which sustains Galactus, for it is only he that matters. No. We all matter, every living being, every bird and beast. This is our world, ours. Perhaps we are not as powerful as your Galactus, but we have hearts, we have souls, we live, breathe, feel. Can't you see that? Are you as blind as I? Automatically, the glistening hand of the Silver Surfer raises towards the shouting girl, as if to silence her forever with a gesture. But then he pauses. Never have I heard such words, sensed such courage, or felt or known this strange feeling, this new emotion. There is a word some races never use, a word I have never understood until now. At last I know, beauty. Then you are not just a soulless monster. You too have emotions. I knew it. I felt it from the first. No, say no more. Do not build up your hopes. I am what I must be. I serve Galactus. Yeah, Stan Lee's an amazing writer. Like, really, he not only created like a lot of the Marvel characters, but like he's a just awesome writer too. Amazing writer. But look at the city below you. Look at all the people. Each of them is entitled to life, to happiness. Each of them is human. Human. What can that word mean to me? And yet never have I beheld such a species from such a close range. Never have I felt this new sensation, this thing some call pity. And in the streets below, the crowd, startled, apprehensive, corned off by hastily erected police stockades, grow even bigger, ever more fearful. It isn't a robot atop the Baxter building. The giant is alive, I tell you. He's alive. What does it all mean? What can it mean? Even the authorities are at a loss what to do. Where's the Fantastic Four? Why don't they do something? Attention, attention. The governor asks that all citizens remain in their homes. All radio and TV programs have been preempted in order to bring you minute-by-minute coverage of what may be the biggest story of the age. I've got a hunch it may also be the last story of the age. Shut up, Phil. You trying to start a panic? The giant has created some sort of force field around the building. Nobody can reach him except the fabulous FF. While atop the Baxter building, Galactus calmly prepares to activate his deadly energy converter. All I need to do is link these two igniters, and all the seas of the earth shall be transformed into the purest energy. Enough energy to sustain me until I find the next such planet somewhere in the endless cosmos. And then while the world watches breathlessly, the contact is made. Oh, I forgot to do the voice. Well, no, I'll do it here. But the great Galactus reels back in startled disbelief.
The converter does not roar. It is not operating. Never. In 1,000 millenniums. Never has it failed before. Why? Why? Why?
Yeah, that was bad. With an ear-splitting blow of monumental rage, the ultimate villain turns towards the deadly converter, only to find, no matter what happens to me now, this is one blasted machine that nobody's ever going to have to worry about no more. Crack.
One of us creatures, destroying my converter. Fool. I can create another in mere minutes.
Create all you want to, mister. And I'll clobber 'em as fast as you make 'em. And to show you I ain't just whistling Dixie, here's mud in your eye, you creepy king-size crumb bum. Fran. Great work, Ben. You took 'em by surprise, knocked 'em clean over the ledge. Now it's my turn. We gotta show him we're capable of putting up a fight somehow. Be my guest, Stretch. You pays your money and you takes your whack at him. I'll roll myself into a cannonball shape. Throw me, Ben. Hurry. Yeah, so the thing is so powerful he can like fight Galactus and that's one of the reasons he's a very powerful character. And a lot of people forget he's a very powerful character. Bullseye, but I didn't hit him hard enough. We've got to knock him into the river. He mustn't land in the streets below with all the crowds down there. Walk. You needn't worry about that, darling. Look, he isn't falling. The people down there or down below are safe. He isn't falling? I should have guessed. With all that vast, incalculable amounts of energy he possesses, it's only natural for him to control some sort of built-in anti-gravity device.
I have endured enough annoyance from you puny space insects. The time has come to rid myself of such petty nuisances. I can tolerate no further delays, for I have a cosmic timetable to observe. Therefore, I shall summon one who will keep the irritating mites at bay, while I complete my task. It is time for the signal.
Instantaneously, a blazing, blinding ray of pure energy shoots up to the starship, which has silently been orbiting above.
Let the Punisher appear.
See, obviously, this is a different Punisher. This is like a robot. This isn't like the vigilante Punisher. But no sooner does the powerful ray strike the alien craft that a hidden hatch slides open, revealing a strange, heavily armed being, half robot, half alive. This, then, is the Punisher, a compact, supremely merciless, hardcore mass of mayhem from the very outer rim of the known universe. See, I think the Punisher robot were enemies in Ultimate Alliance. I think they were in that game. I don't know if there were in any other mediums. I don't think they were. And far, far below. What's happening up there? They'll need me. I got to go to them. No, it will be less than futile. You can serve them best by doing the unexpected, by fleeing this world. Desert my partners, my sister? Not even on your say-so, Watcher. I admire your loyalty, but as for them you must do it. Only by journeying to a distant world can you obtain the one object that may stop Galactus. Okay, you've never betrayed us in the past. I've got to go along with you. Do what you have to. Trust me. Banish fear from your heart. You shall travel by time-space distortion. You must force open the very fabric of time itself. Let it be done, now. You are traveling back, far, far back, into the center of infinity, and the Watcher is at your side. You have already ceased to exist in your own time continuum. The distance you are traveling is so great that your language holds no words which can describe it. Though I am pledged never to interfere with the affairs of other races, I shall accompany you all the way, yet it is you who must perform the task. Brace yourself now for what is soon to be. You are now passing the celestial barriers known as unlife. To touch them is to perish. It is for this reason that you were chosen, for only you have the ability to fly safely past such obstacles. You have now passed the final dimensional curtain. The stars and planets which surround you exist in a far distant galaxy, and dwarfing all the worlds you have ever known or imagined is the indescribable home planet of Galactus. It's more like a space station, but it's a gargantuan space station, where you will find the device with which to battle Earth's greatest menace. Meanwhile, countless galaxies away we find.
Destroy them, Punisher.
Looks like Galactus is setting his watchdog on us. Stay back, kiddies. This is my department. Careful, Ben. He must look stronger than he looks. Else Galactus wouldn't have summoned him. Keep your invisible force field handy, Sue. We may be needing it. He's forcing Ben back, just as I feared. The Punisher is living power. Don't count on it. Don't count on brute force alone, Ben. You've got to outmaneuver him. Reed, stay out for him. You're no match for... Oh. Shut up, all of you. Why does everyone try to get into the act? He's faster than I am. Can't hardly see him coming, or punches coming. Hurting me. Gotta stop him, and soon. Thwack, thwack. It ain't the guy who does the most clobbering, shorty. It's the Joker who does it the hardest. Doom. Still standing, huh? Okay, then. I'll pull you down to me, and, His blasted clawed feet are pulling the whole crummy floor with them. Face it, Ben, you're no match for the Punisher. Try to get away while I restrain him. Get away, my foot. I'm just getting started. Walk. Ben, you fool. I tried to warn you. We're not in his class. He suddenly tripled his power. He's throwing us off as easily as you brush off a fly. I heard you. Spare me. I told you so's, will you? Kachuk. Or Kathok, whatever. Back here, Ben, quickly, while you can. Into the force field with Reed. Hurry. I hear you talking, Susie. Exactly 2 seconds later. Okay, lady, I'm all rested up. Come on. Get me out of here so I can whale into him again. No, Sue, don't do it. Maintain the field as long as you can. Even Ben's pride isn't the most important thing right now. We mustn't exhaust ourselves fighting the Punisher. It isn't him, it's Galactus who's the enemy. But Reed, what will we do? He keeps pounding at the force field, trying to smash through it. I can't hold it intact much longer. Thud, thud, thud. Let me at him. We had to face him sooner or later. Let's get it over with now. No, stay back, Ben. I'm still leader here, and I called the turn. Galactus has no way of knowing how long Sue can hold the force field.
Enough, loyal one. Back to your ship now. You have served your purpose. You've held them at bay for your master.
You was right, Stretch. The runt's taken off. We don't have to worry about him no more. But I sure would have liked to have another crack at him. Never mind the Punisher. Galactus is still our main objective. We mustn't let him use the energy converter no matter what. All of Earth may be at stake. He's so big, so powerful, with weapons we've never heard of. What chance can we have? There's always a chance, darling. So long as we're alive. Yeah, how much longer will that be? Then, just as the grim-faced thing turns his thoughts to the girl he loves, wondering if he'll ever see her again, we turn also to Alicia Masters and the Silver Surfer. According to the radio, our entire planet is in the gravest danger. But I also have this strangest feeling that somehow you possess the power to save us. I defy Galactus. It is unthinkable. Then, you could stand by and see a world destroyed? How could I have been so wrong about you? I sensed nobility when I thought you possessed compassion. Perhaps you, human, you were not totally wrong. Perhaps for the first time within memory, I have found something worth protecting, even though it means I must do battle with the Master. It is Galactus who is the power. I am merely his herald, and yet we are both travelers in the cosmos. My own power has never been fully tested, but there is one who sees all, one who observes the Silver Surfer with a feeling of cold, nameless dread. This new development is one I did not anticipate. Never did before has his faithful herald dared defy Galactus. This means a new element has entered the great cosmic game of life and death, an element which may destroy my own carefully laid plan to defend mankind. Without meaning to, the Silver Surfer may himself be the cause of Earth's total destruction. Next issue. Don't miss our mind-staggering conclusion. So yeah, that was a long video. It's 30, yeah, all these because they're not there's not multiple stories, so they're a lot longer than the Superman and like Batman ones. But yeah, so the next part will be very soon. It's issue number 50. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any comics you want me to read, just text or comment down below. I'll see you later. I'll see you guys.